The reason I do this is to reach people that are going through hard times, as myself, as I did. And I want people to know that you're not alone, and you can make it through your struggles. The title of my CD, Through the Struggle, means it's my life story, basically, through all the struggles I've endured. And I just want other people out there in the world to see that they're not alone, and as I'm sure dealing with some of the same issues I have.
Christopher has always been real, very sympathetic, sincere. Even at a young age, he could feel other people's pain.
When I was 17, somebody harmed my sister, and I took the matter into my own hands and got slammed with a felony charge as an adult for a handgun, and it forced me to grow up really quick, incarcerated as an adult. And through all that time, wondering if what I did was wrong or right. I guess that's a struggle. I mean, I never really got to live a normal teenager's life. Like I said, I was forced to grow up quick.
He had met this girl, and they got involved in using drugs. She became pregnant, unwed, of course, and it cost him losing his child. The Child Protective Services stepped in, and that killed him, and he did even more drugs trying to escape a feeling of, I can't even take care of my son.
I would say all the pain I suffered is what led to all the issues I've dealt with. I mean, that sparked everything after that, from drug addiction to just being by yourself and alone.
That powerful magnet that grips you, it got hold of him, and he knows firsthand, you don't know what you're doing when you're on drugs. His mind was so clouded, he said, Mom, it just robs me of my life, my spirit.
Being from a dope fiend, so to speak, drug addict, and being homeless, never giving up, and basically being knocked down and left with nothing by doing that, and just always aspiring and giving it my all, and being delivered from my God and my Savior Jesus Christ, delivering me from that addiction and never giving up.
He's come a long, long way. Back in the early 90s, I had the TDK tapes, cassette tapes. Well, I had music that I had either gotten off the radio or off of the albums that we have, and I diligently made probably 100 cassette tapes. He got hold of them, and he was in the closet making his own music.
I started writing at the age of 17 while incarcerated. I did that as a hobby, kind of like to vent, or as therapy, I guess, to kind of speak my mind to the paper and myself, to people, instead of to people that I felt I couldn't. And, that led to me recording music on my own. In 2007, I was touring all around Michigan. Basically, I was with the group.
He listened to music all the time. He would make up his own words to it, and it would make me laugh or make me cry.
And I had a long break up until this last year, and I picked it up back as a hobby. And when I reached sobriety and knew that I was gonna stay that path, it really got serious this last year.
But he, said, I can feel the pain from someone, in a sad situation.
When the inspiration hits for a song, sometimes it may be just a few words. Sometimes I may have the whole chorus or kind of like an idea of where I want to go with it.
He didn't stop writing and venting. A lot of people journal, a lot of people talk to friends, a lot of people, his is his notebook.
And then from that point, it's finding an instrumental or a beat that I feel touches on that mood of what I want to do.
It's his dream, it's his passion.
Most of the younger people are listening to, they're kind of gravitating towards hip hop. And that's why, it's part of why I feel obligated to reach out to the younger people, because I see where this world's going now, and there's only so many of us that care enough to reach out to other people. My wife and child inspire me a lot just by being in my life every day and seeing the happiness that they bring. And obviously, I'm not doing this really as a hobby. I'm hoping to make a living from it someday. And I want them to have the best of things.
He makes sure we are okay and what we need is there. He makes sure we're comfortable. He prays with us. He just makes sure we are taken care of.
There's a lot of time involved in like writing and recording and producing music, and it could create a strain sometimes on both ends.
Even though I want him 100% and our baby wants him 100%, he's doing what's right, and if that's keeping him clean and if that's keeping him motivated, he's still here for us. He's not gone. He's under the same roof doing everything, and that makes me happy.
But for the most part, yeah, they're my motivation.
I thank God that we are where we are today.
I'm grateful for all the things that have happened in my life the way they did, and it molded me into the person who I am today. And I can honestly look myself in the mirror today and be good with who I am as a person. But whether you're battling depression or suicide or drug addiction, that there is a better way. I would say to a person that's lost, number one thing for me is pray. Like I said, my God saved me, and never give up. You never know what you're capable of doing or what God is capable of doing through you.